Hey guys, I hope you're having a good day so far. I just wanted to come on here and talk to you about some verses in the Bible I was just reading about, and it reminded me of a situation that I was watching a video about earlier, and I also wanted to give some encouragement to a fellow YouTuber on here, Chelsi Bedell. I'm so sorry that people are being like that towards you, and there's no need for that. It's just nasty and unacceptable. And I don't think that it's something personal that they have against you, which either way there's no excuse for that, but I think they're just so prideful and they think that they're right, and like you said, they know the truth, but they deny it over and over. And they know that they're wrong, but they're mad because someone is basically calling them on it. And I think that's what it is. Like I said, I don't think it's something personal they have against you, but they're just mad that you called them out on their stuff. And people get defensive and feel the need to attack when they get like that. Some people do. And I just wanted to encourage you to keep going and just ignore what these people say and do, because at the end of the day it says more about them than it does you. And I mean, you just keep preaching the gospel and speaking the truth, and I appreciate you for helping me in my walk with Christ, and just helping me to realize the truth about stuff and some, past, religious mindsets that I had. And, I just thank you for that. And I just want you to know that, those people, that's just their opinions. It doesn't make it right. It's opinions versus facts. And just ignore them and don't let them get to you and your ministry. In the long run, it just hurts them more than it does you. And at the end of the day, all this time that they could be using to attack people, they could have used that to spread the gospel to someone who doesn't know it. I did come across these verses, though, and it just made me thought of what, you and others are going through, and, about people who are not preaching truth. And so, let's see. I'll start in verse 10. This is Titus chapter 1, starting in verse 10. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision. And that made me think of, the Jewish people in the Bible who, even after Jesus had died on the cross and made that sacrifice, they were going on about how people needed to be circumcised to truly be saved and have a relationship with God. And, the version of that, of the people who had the mindset that you needed to be circumcised in the Bible reminded me today of the people who say you gotta do all these works for salvation and that Jesus dying on the cross wasn't enough. And that just reminded me of that. And then verse 11, it goes on, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake. And filthy lucre is dishonest gain. So it's some of these people out here, preach against the true gospel and stuff to try to gain popularity or try to attack you guys, and for their own personal gain or to get views on YouTube or whatever. And they must be stopped because they're lying and they're confusing people and trying to deceive people, subverting whole houses. Then it goes on in verse 12. One of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said the Cretans are always liars, evil beasts, slow bellies. And I'm not going to put all the people who, preach against the true gospel into just one category, because maybe not all of them are like that, but a lot of them, or some of them at least, are very evil in their ways, attacking people. It's like they stray away from even talking about the Bible, and just, it's all the time, like, attacking you, Chelsi, and other people, and they're making up rumors about you guys that aren't even true, especially if they don't even know you like that, and, they lie about the gospel, or add to it, or take away from it. And then it goes on in verse 13, this witness is true, wherefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith. And people like that, there's a nice way to do it. You don't need to be mean to these people, but they do need to be corrected, because they're out here confusing people and spreading lies, and that can mess up people. And in verse 14, not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men that turn from the truth. Verse 15, unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing